Good morning, students. Today we are going for another topic in waves, that is energy transport. In the last class, we discussed regarding the modes of vibration in a stretched string. Okay, we got the frequency of stretched string is how much? 1 by 2 pi or n by 2 pi under root t by m. This is the frequency, nth harmonic frequency. Nth harmonic frequency. We have some transverse waves laws here. Transverse waves laws. Laws of transverse waves. Okay, here we got nth harmonic frequency nu n is equal to n by 2 pi under root t by n. Here we have three transverse waves laws. First one is that here when we take a fundamental frequency nu1 is equal to 1 by 2 pi under root t by m. Sorry, 1 by 2l it is. Sorry for inconvenience, it is 1 by 2l. This is n by 2l, where n is equal to 1, 2, 3, so on. Okay, so here nu1 is equal to 1 by 2l under root t by m. This is the fundamental frequency. When first law says that when tension and linear density, that is mass per unit length, is constant, then the frequency is inversely proportional to length. The frequency is inversely proportional to length. Here we are, before going to energy transport, we are learning what? Transverse waves laws. There are three laws. First law says that the frequency is inversely proportional to the length of the string. Okay. The second law says that when linear density and length are constant, then nu is directly proportional to square root of tension. This is the second one. Okay. And similarly, the third law, transverse waves law, third law says that when the length and tension are constant, then the frequency is inversely proportional to square root of linear density. Okay, square root of linear density, that is nu is inversely proportional to root m. So like that we have three laws. Like that we have three laws in the transverse waves. Okay, first one is what? Nu is inversely proportional to L. Second one, nu is directly proportional to root t, and the third one, nu is inversely proportional to square root of m. These are the three transverse waves laws. So this is what the topic which is left in the previous class. Now today's class we are learning regarding energy transport. Okay, what is energy transport? Here the energy transport, in this topic we learn that how the energy will be transported from in the strings from one point to other point. How the energy will be transported in the strings from one point to another point, point A to point B, like that. Okay, we will learn that. Here for that purpose we will consider a string. For that purpose we will consider a string. Okay, in that we consider a small segment PQ. At a point A we will find the energy. Okay, the power. Right? Here the displacement of the string is along y-axis. The displacement is given by y. And whatever the force we are acting, if you take that, there are two components in the force. One is x component, horizontal component, that is t cos theta, and the another is t sin theta. Okay, in the negative y direction. We will see the diagram clearly here. So okay, here we have a diagram here. Right? We have a diagram here. See, here we are taking PQ. PQ is a string small element of the string, right? At point A we are going to find the energy, right? So here two forces we have, T sin theta and T cos theta. Here whatever the displacement is along y direction, so there, along x direction there is no displacement, so we will consider only the along y direction, the whatever the force along y direction. So here the force is along y direction, so the force F is equal to how much here we are taking? Minus T sin theta. Why negative sign here? Negative sign indicates that force and displacement are in opposite direction. Force and displacement are in opposite direction. So this is the diagram here. X and x plus dx, in that we are taking what? A small element string PQ. Okay. How the energy is transported in the string from one point to another point. Okay. So here, as the element is very small, whatever the element we are taking, which is very small, hence the theta is also small. Hence the sin theta is equal to tan theta. So F is equal to minus T sin theta is equal to minus T tan theta, because theta is very small, so sin theta is equal to tan theta. But we know that tan theta is a slope, that is dou y by dou x here. Dou y by dou x at x is equal to 0 we are taking. At starting point, initial input point, we are finding the energy. Okay. So minus T into dou y by dou x is equal to, so here T into dou y by dou x. Now what is here y? Displacement y. Here the displacement y is given by the equation, because we know the solution of the transverse waves. The solution of the transverse wave for sine wave we can consider as y is equal to a sine omega t minus kx. But what about omega here? Omega is what? 2 pi nu. What is nu? 2 pi by nu. Nu can be written as what? V is equal to nu lambda. Okay, nu can be written as V by lambda. So 2 pi V by lambda. So omega equal to 2 pi V by lambda. And k is what? K is propagation constant, that is 2 pi by lambda. So substitute, we will get here, in place of omega t, y is equal to a sine omega t. Omega is nothing but what? 2 pi V by, what we got? Nu is equal to V lambda. Sorry, V is equal to nu lambda. So lambda is equal to V by nu. So we will get V by nu here. So V by lambda. V is equal to nu lambda. Okay. Here what we have? Actually omega. Omega pi nu. So nu can be written as V by lambda. So V by lambda minus, see, y is equal to a sine omega t minus kx. Y is equal to a sine omega t minus kx. So in place of omega we can write what? 2 pi nu. Omega can be written as 2 pi nu. But nu is what? Nu is equal to V by lambda. So substitute that value here. 2 pi V by lambda into t minus k is what? 2 pi by lambda x. K is propagation constant value, 2 pi by lambda. So we can write like this: y is equal to a of 2 pi by lambda. If you take 2 pi by lambda common, okay, inside sine of 2 pi by lambda is common, then Vt minus x. Okay, Vt minus x. So if you differentiate this equation, y is equal to, this is the solution of the what? Transverse wave in a string. So y is equal to a sine 2 pi by lambda Vt minus x. This is the value. Y is equal to whatever the displacement we have along y direction. Now what is the slope? Dou y by dou x. If we differentiate this equation with respect to y, see, if you differentiate this equation with respect to y, dou y by dou x at x is equal to 0 is how much? Minus a 2 pi by lambda cos 2 pi Vt by lambda. Because differentiation of sin theta Sine 2 pi by lambda Vt minus x is how much? Minus a, because here sine, the differentiation of sine theta with respect to x is what? Cos theta, but in internal differentiation with respect to x we are doing, so integration of x is what? Minus value, so minus a 2 pi by lambda, because 2 pi by lambda is inside, so minus a 2 pi by lambda cos 2 pi Vt by lambda. So this is the differentiation of that value, and at x is equal to 0, that's why we are vanishing the x value. Okay, so at last we will get how much? Dou y by dou x of at x is equal to 0 minus a 2 pi by lambda cos 2 pi Vt by lambda. Okay, so if you observe here, we got dou y by dou x at x is equal to 0 is how much? Minus a 2 pi by lambda cos 2 pi Vt by lambda. But what is the force? We have force is equal to minus t sin theta, okay, which is equal to minus t tan theta minus t into dou y by dou x is called. We got dou y by dou x is how much? Dou y by dou x is how much? At x is equal to 0 we got this value. Substitute that value here. T into a. Already we have minus. So minus of minus plus. F is equal to at 2 pi by lambda cos 2 pi Vt by lambda. Okay. The input power here. Now what we are going to find here? Power transport or energy transport from one point to another point. So power is equal to how much? Force into velocity. We know that power is equal to work by time, but work is what? Force into displacement by time. So force into displacement by time is velocity. So power is equal to force into velocity. So power is equal to force into velocity, but velocity is how much? Change of displacement with respect to time. The rate of change of displacement is what? Velocity. So F into dou y by dou t of x is equal to 0. So now dou y by dou t value we are going to find. What is y? Till now we discussed. What is y? A sin omega t minus kx or a sin 2 pi by lambda Vt minus kx. So differentiation of that value with respect to time, we will get a 2 pi by v by lambda cos, because differentiation of a sin 2 pi by lambda into Vt minus x. We have to differentiate with respect to t. So we will get what? 2 pi v by lambda here. 2 pi v by lambda. Okay. So 2 pi v by lambda into a is already there. So cos 2 pi Vt by lambda. Now this is what? Dou y by dou t of x is equal to 0. So x is 0, right? Now force is how much? This much. And velocity is how much? This much. Substitute these values in this equation. Power. Okay. Now power is equal to how much? A into a square TV 2 pi by lambda. 2 pi by lambda whole square cos square 2 pi Vt by lambda. Okay. This is what power we got. Now here velocity by lambda. Velocity by lambda is what? Time period. 1 by time period. Because velocity is distance by time by distance. Okay. Distance by something. Distance get cancelled. 1 by time period. So velocity by lambda is what? 1 by time period. So velocity by lambda is 1 by time period tau. Tau is what? Periodic time here. Okay. Tau is what? Periodic time. So tau is what? Periodic time. So here just substitute in place of tau, in place of that value, in place of v by lambda, we substituted 1 by tau here. Okay. Now what is the mean power is obtained by? We are finding the mean power, the power transport from one point to another point. That is mean power we are finding. To find the mean power, which is actually mean power is found like this. Here, whatever the power we got, this is the power value. Okay, this is the power value. We have to integrate from 0 to time, one time period, tau, 0 to tau. These are constant. A square TV 2 pi by lambda square are constant. So we are integrating this value within the limits 0 to tau. Cos square 2 pi t by tau dt. 0 to and we are taking what 0 to tau dt. This is what, how can to find the what mean power. To find the mean power, we have to take integration from 0 to tau, and we also divide from 0 to tau dt. Okay, so after substituting those values, after integrating, we will get this value here. After integrating, we got this value here. Okay, so that is how much? A square TV 2 pi by lambda whole square 1 by tau 0 to tau 1 by 2 into 1 plus cos 4 pi by t dt. Okay, the integration of 1 is how much? 1 into dt is what? T only. Okay, so that's why we got t by 2 here. 1 by 2 nothing but t by 2. And integration of cos theta is what? Sin theta. But when we substitute the values here, the limits, the cos of 2 pi or 4 pi is 0. Sorry, sin of 2 pi or 4 pi is 0. Hence that value is 0. Hence we got a square TV 2 pi by lambda whole square 1 by tau into t by tau. Now like that, if we calculate the values 1 by tau, 1 by here tau gets cancelled, 2 pi by lambda whole square. So half a square TV 4 pi square by v square lambda. Why? Because v is equal to nu lambda. In place of lambda, we will substitute nu by v. So it becomes nu square by v square. Like that, if we substitute all the values, okay, we will get at last here. At last, what we will get? Nu square here. V square is how much? We know that v is equal to under root t by m. But here linear density is taken by mu here. Okay, don't be confused. So in place of m, we are taking mu here. Mu is our linear density. So like that, v square is nothing but what? V square is nothing but what? T by mu. T by mu. So it will be reversed. So mu by t half a square omega square. Because 2 pi mu is nothing but what? Omega. So 2 square pi square mu square will become omega square. Half a square t gets cancelled. Okay, into mu. So half a square omega square mu. Okay, 2 pi square. 2 pi square, here omega square is nothing but what? 2 pi square. Already we said. Okay, we can by calculating, by substituting the value of omega square, by cancelling, we will get at last 2 pi square a square mu square v. Okay, this is what? Energy per unit length into velocity. Okay, wave velocity. So this is our last expression. Okay, like that, the whatever the energy transport or power transport, okay, from one point to another point is how much? 2 pi square a square mu square v. Okay, this is what? Up to here, this is energy per unit length into v is what? Wave velocity. Okay, this is the topic here. Energy transport, very very important. We left in the first part. Okay, with one topic, that is impedance. Right, that will complete the half of the part of the first unit. Okay, in the next class we will see the impedance of the transverse waves. Okay, thank you.